Hi everybody, welcome to Central Contact for the 17th of June 2020. Well, lots of things in the news recently, but in the government's more recent rules about lockdown, social distancing, coronavirus, has been the allowing of social bubbles to be created, and some rules about inviting someone into your home to join in your household. Well, don't forget, as a believer, you dwell with God Himself. In fact, it's even better than that. God wants to dwell with you. And our daily devotional verse is Ephesians chapter 3, something we looked at on Sunday. And Ephesians chapter 3, and it's verse 17. Now, you'll remember that Paul's doing his best work in lockdown. He's in lockdown himself, he's under house arrest, and he's doing some great work writing to all the different churches. And here in this passage, he's on his knees, using his most powerful building tool, prayer, calling upon God's glorious riches. And he's praying that God would strengthen the hearts of the believers by His Spirit in their inner being. Verse 17 today, so that Christ may dwell in your hearts by faith. God wants to dwell with you. And how is it that Christ comes to dwell with you? It is by your faith. Now, that is simply taking Him at His word. We learn about Him in His word. We learn all that He's like, all that He's promised. We learn His plan of salvation. And all of this we receive simply by accepting it, taking Him at His word. And of course, we show that we've done that by acting upon it. So faith is only a living faith when it only means anything if we act on His words. That's how you show you're trusting in what He's saying. So delight in the fact today that God wants to dwell with you amongst His people, and enjoy Him dwelling with you by faith. It may be that things look difficult. It may be that if you were to go by what you see, then you would easily become downhearted. But we don't fix our eyes on what we see, but on what is unseen, but guaranteed and promised by the living God who keeps His promises. So let Christ dwell in your heart by faith today.